What's going on, Lucas? Lucas, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you, champ?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Happy to have you back. Happy to still be able to get in touch with you, man. You know, you're going big time, man. Once you guys become stars, it's all of a sudden it's hard to get in touch with you, man.
I'm
How's
always
life,
busy with
man?
the
How's life?
family.
How's the win? How you taking the win?
Good, good. Man, the guy was a fucking good fighter, bro.
Yeah,
He was
bro.
a
He
good
looked like he
fighter.
could fucking punch.
He could really punch,
Yeah.
and man, he was a lot smarter, more clever than we expected. But man, I mean, look, he's with what's the guy's manager? What's the guy's name? Pitbull's manager.
Yeah, Sean Gibbons.
Sean Gibbons. He's with Sean Gibbons for a reason, right? Like he's not trying to waste time with guys that can't fight. So, um, man, the kid could punch. He was countering. He was a good little fighter, and I did what I had to do. I didn't get the knockout like I wanted to. I was really expecting myself to get it, and I was a little upset afterwards. But you know what? It was an entertaining fight, and I think everyone that watched it enjoyed it.
Was you surprised that he was like making faces when you hit him, like, showing bravado when you did land cleanly?
I had a feeling he was gonna be one of those cement heads. I just had a feeling. I did.
Bro, how did it feel like? Because I always say hometown fights are probably tricky because you got everybody texting you, everybody trying to get tickets, whoop de whoop. How was it like the pressure of like headlining over there in Canada, man? How was that?
It was good. It was good. It didn't really bother me too much. Like I stay off my phone anyway. Like the week of the fight, I got guys that take care of it for me. My team helps me out there, so I just try to focus as much as possible and just dial in to what I have in front of me. Right.
That's
What
real.
did you guys think of the fight?
Like
I
you,
wanted to stop.
go ahead, Tone. I'm sorry.
I wanted the Lucas body stoppage. I think we needed that because I want you in line for Javante Tank Davis, or Kid Austin. I think y'all both rank high in the WBA. I wanted the stoppage. I hope you not getting the stoppage didn't derail any of those plans.
I think the opposite. Obviously, I wanted the stoppage too, so that the hype of Lucas' body keeps growing. But I think that not getting the stoppage may get you certain fights. It may allow people to want to fight you, and think that you're a little more vulnerable than you're leading up to be. But like you, I was shocked. The guy was a good fighter, bro. He had a solid chin. He took your shots well, and then he's like shaking them off and making faces. I'm like, wow, this guy's got some cojones. So yeah, no, it was a good fight. I'm glad you got the win. I'm hoping that because you've been selling it, not because I don't know anything about Niagara Falls, but you've been selling ever since I met you that you want a hometown there, which you've done, just not on this level. So I'm hoping that at least getting the win MVP now can do the next one in Niagara Falls to give you what you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great turnout. Everyone was super happy. MVP was real happy with it. It was basically a sellout. So I think they want to come back eventually. I don't know when. Hopefully sooner than later. I want to fight it like this summer. So but I don't know if it's gonna be on Jake Card or what the deal is yet. But it's most likely gonna be on Jake undercard.
Is the Amanda card off limits? Is that officially an all women's card? And when is this
Yeah, yeah.
alleged Jake card?
From what I heard, yeah, the Amanda card is just a female card only. Um, I don't know when Jake's fighting, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like around the same time as Amanda, probably within that month.
All right, all right. Guys, if you don't have anything, let me know so I can go to the people's questions.
Yeah,
No, it was a hell
Lucas,
of a
like
fight. Came in strong. You kept your composure, handle business, and another great night, champ.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
after the fight, Sid was asking you like, who do you want? And you was kind of vague. Do we have more of a person like who you want next? Who would you be looking for next?
Honestly, like I said, I don't really have anyone in mind. I feel like Kid Austin could be an option, but I also feel like he's a liability. Is this kid gonna show up? Is he gonna show up? Hey, I'm only being honest. Two biggest fights he had today, he didn't show up for, right? And
Jeez.
I'm not doing a camp where he pulls out last minute. I got to get another last minute opponent or fights off. Like I can't. I don't got time to waste, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Man.
That's a
I'm
valid
31 now.
that's a valid concern, but would you be willing to put something in the contract? Like I don't know that your contract already entails that you get camp expenses, but if you do agree to fight Kid Austin, can you just write it like, bro, $50,000, $75,000 up front to me for camp expenses in case this kid doesn't show up?
I mean, yeah, I could always put that in the contract, but the money right now is not important to me, bro. It's not about the money. It's about excelling my career to get to tank. You know what I mean?
For sure,
If
for
I
sure.
if I miss out on the fight, I'm still in the same position.
Yep. Yeah, you don't move. You don't move. I get you for sure. So, what about Andy Cruz? Do you think Jake Paul can make that Andy fight? And would you want that fight? Obviously, he has all the hype of beating Keyshawn, and he's Eddie Hearn's, newest star or in the making, or would you be more willing, more considering Shakur, who's on that matchroom side? And I'm just keeping it to the zone since we've seen Eddie and Jake do business before. Obviously he's gotten Amanda the big fight going through, Eddie. So I figure Shakur and Andy Cruz are there for you, both highly ranked.
Yeah, I would love a fight with Shakur for sure. He's the bigger fight, right? He's what, two division champ or three?
26, 30, 35.
Yeah, like he's already almost a Hall of Famer for what he's done. The kid's legit, and I think that's a much bigger fight for me. So if I'm given the option, of course I'm gonna go with a guy like Shakur.
Now, you just faced the Southpaw. Would you be willing for that to be the next fight, or do you feel you need one or two fights before you face a guy like Shakur because of, they say he's very talented as a boxer?
Yeah, his distance is phenomenal. He's a great counter puncher. He's a great sharpshooter. I'd be willing to take a next fight.
Oh, beautiful.
Um, but if I got another one in between, even better. But
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm ready for that fight right now.
Speaking of Southpaws, and I'm not trying to have you consider looking backwards, just getting your thoughts. How do you think Abdullah Mason will do versus Giovanni Cabrera?
That's a very interesting fight. I think Cabrera, like when I watch him, he's so like fundamentally flawed. He's like, oh man, it's fucking ugly to watch. I'm not gonna lie, but he's good at what he does, and man, he's got a fucking rock solid chin. Like when I watched him fight Pitbull, the shots that he was just walking through were insane. And I know he got fucking steamrolled by Zepeda. Um, that was more, I think, body attack. Was it not?
Yeah, I mean, Zepeda's a problem. I don't remember exactly if it was the body or a headshot, but Zepeda's a
It
problem. He's
was.
he's letting his hands go always.
Yeah, I think it was more of a combination. He just got overwhelmed. But I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I don't know. I don't know if he could crack. If he could crack a little bit, it's gonna give Mason some trouble. But as far as skill wise, Mason's way yeah, he's on a whole nother level than what's his name, uh,
Cabrera.
Cabrera. Yeah.
And now that you're with MVP, has there been any talks of the Slive rematch? And is he not with MVP?
No, there hasn't been any talks. I don't know what the deal is with his relationship with MVP right now. I got no idea, but I don't really care.
So
Um,
you don't want that rematch. You moving on.
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm moving on. But who knows, man? I mean, everything's an option until it's on paper. So I don't know. For me right now, he's in the past. He got knocked the fuck out. He's got to redeem himself. He's got to get some. He's got to get some good wins on his record before it's even considered. So
All
He,
right.
he ain't he ain't ever gave you the side eye at the MVP break room, like y'all at the water cooler. And he give you the side eye.
at the dinner table.
Y'all terrible, man. Champ, is there a bigger Niagara Falls fighter?
There's more Niagara Falls fighters. Yeah,
No, but
absolutely.
is there? Are you the biggest name at the moment? Because I don't know anybody else. You got to educate me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely the biggest name.
Oh, you are?
And
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Right in that history. Let me get to these
I'm
people's
probably the
questions.
biggest. I'm probably the biggest name in Canada right now.
Yeah, right now,
That's,
but I mean,
that's not,
not
oh, in history,
overall.
you're talking about history.
Yeah.
We had Billy Irwin. I don't know if you guys remember Billy Irwin.
And he's from Niagara.
Yeah.
Nah, I never
Do
heard of
you
him. I would have to
recognize
look
the
him
name?
up.
No. He
No.
uh he fought for the IBF title against Spadafora.
Okay.
He fought Juan Diaz at the end of his career there.
All right. I
Uh,
know both of those
Billy,
guys.
yeah, Billy was a fucking knockout artist, bro. His left hook, his left hook to the body, he was killing people.
Mm.
He was a very good fighter. He just wasn't managed well. He was my first coach.
Speaking of managing well, looking back, are you happy you made the decision you made, choosing to sign with fellow Canadian Phil LaGreco?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the opportunity I got after, especially after the Sil fight, it was massive, and I think everything kind of lined up perfectly in the last couple of years. So, yep, I'm definitely happy with everything.
Yeah, man, I'm glad because I think you're like his first fighter, right?
Yeah,
That's a good look for your first one to be working out so well. That's gonna end up getting him to under other fighters to sign with him. But we got Ruin of 504, which is New Orleans. He says, "Congrats on the win, champ. When does your team plan to have you back in the ring?"
I'm hoping for July. It might be sooner, might be later, but I'm pretty positive it's gonna be like midsummer.
And anything that has been asked that you felt you've answered, I'm just reading it so that they know we didn't skip them, but you don't have to, unless you want to add anything to something, we're just shouting them out. We got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas says, which Canadian boxers influenced you the most? I know a lot of boxing fans don't associate Arturo Gatti, Lennox Lewis as Canadian fighters, but they were. Thanks for coming on the show, champ.
Absolutely. Man, guys like Lennox Lewis, even coming up in the amateurs, my whole goal was to be a gold medalist, Olympics, and I wanted to be the next guy to win the gold from Canada. He was the last guy in '88 to win the gold. Uh, Guys like I mentioned, Billy Irwin, my former coach. The guy was a fucking killer, man. Uh, Other Canadians, yeah, there's tons. Even all the guys from Montreal, um, Pascal, all these legends. Adonis Stevenson. massive puncher. Obviously, what happened at the end of his career was pretty sad, but he was a great champion.
All right, I got Octo. Yo, champ, what's your favorite music artist? And give us one movie we should watch.
I'm a big 50 Cent. 50 Cent, Eminem. Those are my two favorites.
Which 50 album does it for you? Like when you in the gym, which is your go-to? Or when you got to take a run, what's your go-to 50 album or 50 song?
I like all the old school 50 Cent too, but even like the modern day stuff. I love all 50 Cent. I love all 50 Cent. I don't have a go-to, but it's uh it's all
So
nice for
what you
me.
got it like on a Spotify playlist 50 or like a iTunes playlist and you just playing the iTunes essentials and just random? How you got it?
I gotta
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
do
top that question too. Can you
Spotify.
listen to the Get Rich Die Trying album again? Like,
Oh, 100%, 100%.
yeah. Let's go.
That's the old school. That's the sickest 50, bro.
Yeah. So one movie we should watch. Did you give us that?
No, I didn't. What movie? Fuck. I'm not a huge movie watcher, bro.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't even remember the last time I watched a movie.
All
But
right.
yeah, like are we
So we'll
talking
move on.
boxing
We
movies?
got Toledo Treese. Would you fight Albert Bell for that Prince nickname? Winner will become king. What's the hardest thing to cut from your diet during training?
Yeah, man, I fight anybody, bro. If my team thinks it's the right fight, at the right time, we take it. Um, but I don't think he's at 135. I think he's at 130.
Nah, he moved up to 35. He's going to be having a fight off TV at 35, but he's officially announced he's moving up.
Did he? Oh, nice. I met him at the WBA convention. We exchanged information. He's a nice guy. But yeah, if we ever cross paths, hey, he's trying to eat my food. I'm gonna have to do something about it.
All right, I got a few more here. Uh, James Benitez in Atlanta. What do you think separates you from the top prospects in the lightweight division? I didn't mean the horn. I meant the scratch. Do you consider yourself a prospect?
I think I'm past prospect now.
I think so too.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't even know how to answer the question because I'm not a prospect anymore. But I think uh, I think I
All
got
right,
a
I
much.
got a question that can potentially go viral. Then, what separates you from an Abdullah Mason who is considered like a three-time prospect on ESPN?
I don't think he's got the chin for one.
Oh,
Uh,
elaborate. Just because he went down, I mean Trinidad goes down,
true,
and
true,
Trinidad gets up and knocks
but
you out. That kid went down, got up and knocked that Vasquez out.
yeah, he did, and he showed a lot that fight. But the guy, is not a puncher, man. He went down
You
from
mean Vasquez is not a puncher?
the guy that he fought there. Yeah,
Yeah. I thought he was a puncher. He had a pretty high knockout percentage. I'm gonna look it
did
up.
he?
Yeah,
Did he?
yeah.
Double check that.
I'm gonna check.
While he's checking, Body, the guy that you fought, very strong. He looked good. You guys shared the same, muscularity, body size. I would ask, out of a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was he punching? Because he looked like he was punching. What do you think?
He was probably the hardest puncher I've fought today,
Dang,
for
Wow.
sure, for sure, and the
Eighty
pros, for sure.
percent.
dang.
80%.
He was
That guy,
punching well
that
too.
80.77% actually
guy.
knockout
Okay, so
percentage.
the guy could crack. The guy could crack.
Yeah, he could crack. He could crack. All right, moving on. We got So wait, so that's what separates you. You think the chin separates you, to be clear.
Mm.
What was the question? What separates me and
And Abdullah
Mason?
Mason.
Well, one, I think I got more experience. I think I got the higher IQ, but yeah, the chin definitely for sure.
Hmm.
And I got the punching power, man.
You said you got the
He's
what?
more of an act. I got the punching power, but
Oh,
I think he's a good. I think he's a decent puncher too. I think he's an accurate puncher.
I have Donald from Baton Rouge. Who would you like? No, who would you fight, Tank or Devin? Damn, you would have to move up. Can you move up and be great to challenge someone 2 divisions above? Because, well, Tank is right there. Devin would certainly be at a 44 or a 47 unless you can get him down somehow to 40.
Yeah, if he wanted to come down to 40, absolutely, I'd fight him. But I prefer the Tank fight.
Now, why would you prefer the Tank fight? I mean, as a puncher, and that's the topic of today's show. Devin's going to hate me for this, but like as a puncher, Rosado's trying to claim that Devin doesn't have a chin. Wouldn't you want to fight the guy that allegedly doesn't have a chin in the eyes of the public?
I'm after the stars, man. I
Mm,
think Tank's a bigger star.
okay.
I think don't get me wrong, Haney's he's a star as well, but I think people in the public eye, people look at Tank as one of the faces of boxing.
Do you think he's vulnerable after you've seen what happened with Roach? And did you have Roach winning?
I had Roach winning um, because I counted that a knockdown. It was a very close fight, but it's a knockdown. You can't change the rules mid-fight if
Yeah.
there's based on favoritism. You take a knee, go to the rule book. What does it say? 10-8 round. So that being said, I think Roach edged it, but it was a very close fight. Yeah, it's exactly what I've been saying. I think Roach didn't, he wasn't scared of him. You can't be scared of Tank when you fight him. You gotta be very smart. You gotta stick to the game plan. He was very very focused going into that fight, and he did exactly what he needed to do to win those rounds. Tank's there, man, for the counter. He usually, he throws his big left and he expects you to fall, but Roach is right there, standing there and countering him very nicely.
Buddy, your style will be pretty good for Tank as far as giving him problems. But the only problem that I see is maybe they might not give you that fight, champ. It might be too dangerous for him, and that's the only issue that I might see going into it.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I'm kind of a high risk, low reward for a guy like that right now.
Very high
But
risk.
but he might not see the high risk.
Right.
He might think he's cherry picking, right? Uh, and I hope that's the case. I hope he does think that he's cherry picking me and he doesn't think much of me. I'm because on the outside my style is not like crazy flashy. You know what I mean? Like I do the simple things very good. I could punch, and I'm hard to hit with a clean shot.
I got Ali and Dago. What up, Lucas? Who are your top 3 favorite fighters of all time?
Of all time, man, I'm such a big boxing fan. I love so many fucking guys. It's so hard for me to pick. You ask me this question 3 times, I'll have 3 different answers.
So what's today's answer?
Today's answer of all time. Oh man, Tyson,
Do I have to
Canelo.
ask which one? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
There's only one Mike Tyson. No, definitely not Tyson Fury. Um, Mike Tyson, Canelo Alvarez. Ah, probably Roberto Duran.
You know I gotta ask now that you put Canelo as one of your all-time favorites. Is he going to stop Crawford, or is Crawford going
No,
to upset him?
he's definitely not stopping Crawford.
Mm.
Um, Crawford could definitely pull the upset. He's the guy to do it. But man, I don't know. I got to see them side by side and see what kind of size difference there actually is. I know
Mm.
Crawford's a big dude as well, but man, when you got that kind of size advantage, it makes the world of a difference. So it's tough to say. Like I think if they were the same size, Crawford wins.
Bet. I got Malcolm, New York, champ. You're a power puncher and you need a fire nickname. I came up with Lucas Catch a Body. What do you think? He said he came up. Don't they already say that when they introduce you?
Yeah, they say that. You're a little late to the party.
Yo, he got the nerve to say I need that 20%. What in the world? Shout
What a
out to
beauty.
Malcolm.
Shout out to Malcolm.
We got Laugh Out Loud Pillow that says, "What's up, Lucas? Have you ever sparred Jake Paul?"
No, no, I haven't.
Let me hit a refresh here, make sure we got to everybody. We actually got some more. We got Tip Bellis says, "Lucas, if you got time today, go watch the quote unquote The Working Man. It just released in theaters today, starring Jason Statham." Okay, so no words, just no question, just a recommendation.
All
Since you're
right,
not a movie guy, I guess.
I'll have to check that out.
Tavon Burns from Detroit, Michigan. Where do you train, and what is the main focus in training camp? Aren't you in LA when you train, or did that change?
I mean, no, I train. I like when I'm in Canada. I'm training in it's Etobicoke. It's like just outside of Toronto, just before Toronto.
I feel like you
It's
was
called West.
sometime you didn't spend some time in California when you were I guess coming off the injury or right before the hand injury, a few years back.
I,
No.
yeah, I've
Oh.
done some training there, but not like not a ton.
Oh.
I've done a lot in Vegas. Trained a lot in Vegas. I was there like maybe 5 times last year. I've already been there
That's
once.
crazy. And you didn't hit me up one time. I live in Vegas. That's nasty work. I should have been at the gym with you. What gym was you using?
I top rank.
What? Oh
I'm
man,
gonna
I
hit
can't.
you up next time.
I'm gonna have to hit up Frank. I can't believe he didn't give me the private message like, "Yo, Body's here."
Yeah, and if Ness ain't there, you can hit up Ness and I'll stop by, champ.
Yeah,
Record something, get an interview,
Okay,
something.
sick.
yeah. Got to give
Absolutely.
you that publicity, man. You in America, bro. But anyway, I
Yeah,
got
Frank's the man though. Frank's the
yeah.
man. He's always setting up the sparring for us. I love that guy.
Wait. So you spar Keyshawn?
Yeah, I was in his camp for that fight where he fought the not the last fight, the one before in November.
For Gustavo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, damn. So he knows you already. Are you upset that you guys got to share the ring now because he kind of knows what you bring, or no?
No, no, a fight's totally different. A fight's totally different. We had some good sparring.
Can you tell when you sparred him that he was the puncher that he's showing to be now? Because he's looking like a puncher, right? He's knocking out these last two names, and they were both top names, or you're not convinced?
He's not. I wouldn't call him a puncher. He's a precise. He's very precise and good timing, and he's accurate. Right. Sometimes you don't need to be a big banger to knock people out.
Mm.
And no, he's definitely not a heavy-handed guy, but he's sharp.
All right. I don't know what this is. Oh, Compalito says, has anyone told you you resemble Jafar from Aladdin? Great win, champ.
No, that's the first. That's the first.
What else we got? Major Media says, who do you think won the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef? Come on, you know you're gonna say Drake.
Yeah, I'm a Drake guy, man. I'm a Drake
You're
guy.
biased. You're
I'm very
Canadian
biased. I'm
bias.
very I'm very biased. I don't fucking pay attention to that shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really give a fuck.
Damn, so no Drake in the playlist because you did say it was all about 50.
I walked out to Drake actually
Okay.
last fight.
Man, he gotta tell Phil he gotta get Drake to sponsor you, man. He's out here sponsoring Shakur Stevenson. You the Canadian.
Straight up, where the fuck's Drake at?
Yeah,
what the
bro.
fuck?
You need your OVO on your fucking shorts. What's going on here?
I know. Seriously though.
Champ, that's the last question, man. Give out your social media if anybody crazy enough not to be already following you. And we thank you for coming on for the victory lap. Can't wait for you to come back.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys can follow me at Prince Bahdi on my Instagram. Appreciate you guys very much, man. Thank you guys for having me. And I'm gonna hit you guys up when I'm in Vegas next. Probably April or May. So.
All right, champ.
All right,
I'll be here.
salute.